Alright guys, welcome to Small Business Success. My name is Dr. Emmanuel Amukun and I'm the founder of Marvel's Dental Hospital. And in this channel, we are going to talk about everything that is important for the success of a small business. And that makes me wonder, if you are running a big business, why exactly are you watching this? But anyway, let's continue. Now you have been pregnant with that idea. You have been thinking about it and you're like, yeah, this is the time to start this business. Now, before you open that business, we need to do a few things. Today, we are going to talk about the 7 most important things that you must do if you are to guarantee the success of your small business. Not just in 2022, but always. So let's jump right in. The very first one is market research. And by market research, I don't mean that you should do all these complex things that people of big businesses do. For us with a small business, we also do our market research. But for us, it basically involves a few things. The first one is to check out similar businesses. The kind of business that you are thinking of starting. Go check it out. Look at how it is run. Look at what they are doing well and what they are not doing well. But most importantly, you need to look for the gaps. When you look for those gaps, then you take note of them. Those will be useful. The second thing that you need to do is to find out exactly how the customers related to the business that you want to start are behaving. How do they purchase? How many are they? You see, you can be in a district like Busia, which has maybe 300,000. But all those cannot be considered your customers. You need to think about what kind of customers you are looking at. Then, how do they behave? How is their purchasing power? And then you take note of that also. So when you gather information about the existing businesses, your most important point is to find what is going to be your competitive advantage. What are you going to take advantage of? Is it the quality of the service? Is it the range of the products or anything else? When you gather this information, you can be able to decide that for yourself. The second thing, after you have now decided that yes, my idea is worth pursuing, the next thing that you would really want to do is to draw a simple business plan. I'm not talking about those big textbooks that the big companies do. For us of small businesses, even if it is 1 page, just write it down. When you write something down, it gives you clarity. It makes it a concrete idea now, instead of just being on your head. If it is written down, then it changes. It's no longer an idea. It becomes now a goal. Where do you want to start from? Where do you want to go? And how do you intend to reach there? This is very important. It becomes your reference point, and you need that reference point. However, don't make it rigid that now this is what I want to do and this is where I am going. It has to be like this. Even big businesses don't do that. But most importantly for us of small businesses, you need to be flexible. Change course. You can even change business entirely. It is allowed. What I know is that this business plan acts as your guide, but the moment you actually open that business, a lot of things are going to change. Be open to change. Be open to criticism, even if it is negative. Use it to change course of your business and make sure that it succeeds. The third thing that you want to do, my friend, is draw a budget. Now you have your idea, you have already verified that it can work. The second thing, you have your plan in place. The next thing is you want to find out, what is this plan going to cost me? Write everything that you are going to need, everything. Then rearrange them. Rearrange them in the order of importance. I like to ask myself this question. If I don't do this, what happens? Will my business start or it will not? If the business can start, put it aside. If it cannot start, then prioritize it. We have seen a situation where small business owners go up and set up a fancy outlet or maybe an expensive website, and then when it comes to the real business, you have nothing. Don't fall victim to this. Make a proper budget, a proper plan of how you are going to open up this business, every item that you are going to need. If you need a computer, if you need a table, if you need a chair, write it down. But don't forget what you really need. If you are making juice, do you have the machine that makes juice? If you are going to sell produce, do you have the produce, the actual produce? Or you are renting an expensive store and then you end up having nothing inside. So this budgeting process is important. One thing that you have to note though is that the costs that you list down cannot be accurate. So it is advisable that when estimating costs, at least be on the higher side of estimation. If you estimate the costs on the lower side, then it means that you can get frustrated. You get disappointed as a few things can come up and then you get frustrated. So your costs should always be on the higher side. And then after writing that budget, the next most important thing that you need to think about that budget is how are you going to raise the money? If you're actually starting a small business, then maybe borrowing may not be one of the options. In fact, it's highly discouraged because you are not sure how the business is going to grow. And for you to borrow money, it means that you have to pay it back. And in most cases, unless if you are borrowing from a sister or a brother or a mother or father, then it means you are paying that money with interest. A starting business is like a newborn baby. It will not withstand that. In order to guarantee the success of your small business, you actually need to have this money. Use your own money or money that you are gifted by a friend, a relative, or a parent. Use that money and then you start that business. But borrowing may not be an option, even though it is an option for other businesses. Number 4, location. The importance of choosing the right location cannot be overemphasized. The location will ensure your business is visible and it will bring you customers. Whether this location be online or offline, make sure that it is a good location. The location of your business will also determine the expenses you are going to incur. For example, a person setting up a business in the city will not have the same expenses as one setting up in a sub-county. Having said that, it also determines your income. Where you are setting up that business, is that where the customers are, or you are just considering the other expenses? So choose the right location for your business, or at least where you are sure that your small business is going to perform well. Because in addition to the customers and other expenses, you also have legal requirements. Different locations have different legal requirements. And for you to be able to meet these requirements, you must be able to choose a location that is suitable for you. In addition to this physical location, I also strongly encourage that you establish an online presence. Even if you are selling tomatoes by the roadside, if I'm within your area and I'm looking for where to buy a chapati, can I find your business? So that means that you should be able to establish your business on Google. Establish your business on Facebook, establish your business on WhatsApp. And if you can afford, establish your business using a website. Make your business available online so that if anybody new in that area, for example, is searching for a business like yours, they should be able to find you. This will bring you extra customers and give you an advantage over your competitors. So as you watch along, please let me know which of the things I'm mentioning here are you planning to do next? Or which one are you saying, aha, I'm going to do that one? Please let me know in the comment section. Let's continue. Number 5, pick a good name for your business. Please don't copy the big name. If you're Dangote, you can call your business Dangote Tomatoes. If you're Kipsiro, for example, you can make your juice and call it Kipsiro Juice, and it will still sell. Why? Because these are established people. But if you're Amukun and you are selling juice and you call it Amukun Juice, I'm not sure if it will surely sell. But what I'm trying to say is that get a good name, a simple name, a memorable name, or a meaningful name, a name that portrays either what your business brand stands for, or what the values of the business are, or basically what you are trying to accomplish with your business. So follow those simple tips and pick a good name. Remember, at one point you might decide that you want to sell this business, and then the business is called Olupot and Sons Company. Trust me, somebody called John, for example, may not want to buy a business called Olupot and Sons. So leave those things for other people. For us as small business owners, we need to consider picking a simple name that is sellable. Remember, selling a business is also a business. And in addition to that, please make sure that you cross-check and find out that your name is not being used by other people. Because at the time you want to actually incorporate this name and to make it a company, should you find out that the name has already been registered by somebody else, then it becomes problematic, because you would have already established your client base using that name. You have probably started building your own brand using that name, and then again you are told you cannot use that name. Then it becomes a real problem. So make sure that you check out and find out that your name is not being used already by somebody else. Number 6, please make sure that you register your business. Having a legally established business is much better than starting a business as an individual. What I mean is that don't initially register your business as a limited company, because that is going to put your small business under undue duress of legal obligations by the Register of Companies, by the tax body, by any other regulatory body. However, you can still register your business as a business name. It will still be a legally established business, but with fewer obligations. And this will allow you to focus more on your business, and instead of running around trying to meet other obligations. Remember, when you are starting a business, you are the CEO of the business, you are probably the director of operations, you are everything else. So make sure that you are focusing more on your business instead of those other non-issues. This means that you should register your business, but register it in the simplest way possible. Remember, you might even want to change this name, or you might want to change the business. So it gives you a chance and a time to know whether you really want to proceed in this line of business or you want to change. But you can do all this using your business name. Just this business name is going to give you a legal identity, and it is going to enable you secure business with other organized entities. So don't go and start a business as you, but register your business and let the business do its own business. If you are getting any value from this video, please make sure that you give it a like. And if you are new to this channel or you haven't subscribed, consider subscribing so that you don't miss out on any of these videos. Finally, number 7, make sure that you open an account for this business, because you need to separate your personal finances from the finances of the business. But not only that, opening an account for this business will allow you to track the growth of the business and the performance of your small business. And that means that you are able to measure progress. And remember, they say that what gets measured always gets improved. So if you are looking to improve your business, make sure it has its own account, and all the proceeds from the business go to that account. The expenses for the business come from that account. Do not mix personal money with business money. And that also means that even you as the owner of the business should determine in advance how much you're going to pay yourself as an employee of your business. You may not be able to do this straight away as your business is just beginning, but let it be there such that at a given time when your business can afford, you can actually start taking salaries from your business. That is actually how you can measure whether your business is profitable or not. So once you have all these 7 tips implemented, then you are good to go. Go start that business, and I'll see you in the next video.